I'm a spanner crab skipper. I mostly fish off Fraser Island and Double Island Point. When you go the miles, you normally catch the crabs, I would say. I was sort of born with a rod in my hand. My dad started me off fishing when I was just like 2.5 years old, chasing little bream and stuff over in South Africa. Pretty much started commercial fishing at 16 years old. I like not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow, chasing that big score. I think you have to be a bit crazy to do the job. You have to stand on your legs and that for 12 hours a day. They think we just go out there, scoop the crabs up and come back in and load them off. Yeah, it's actually much more intricate than that.
I'm Andre Gorrison. I'm the director of Fraser Isle Spanner Crabs, and we are on the beautiful Sunshine Coast, Port of Mooloolaba. And obviously, having had some entanglement issues over the years with whales, and seeing that that's likely to be increasing over the coming future, we're working closely with Ocean Watch to try and to sort of start looking at ways that we can address the issue.
Whales, at the moment they're a bit abundant. Yeah, with whale entanglements, we try and stay away from those areas. To me, that's why I stay away from the Gold Coast area. The whales sort of funnel through there. All the contour lines sort of come together, and that's where the shelf is the closest. At the moment, we're using floating line. So in between each pot, there'll be a line floating up to the next one. So we got about 30 to 40 meters in between delis, as we call it. And the whales have a potential to get stuck in that little loop that it makes.
So the guys have played around a little bit with negatively buoyant rope. We've had some interesting sort of feedback from the guys in terms of we've had cameras down on the gear as well to see how the crab react.
On the footage that we had as well, we saw the crabs go up to the line, and the lines don't sit still on the bottom. They sort of shift a little bit with the currents and that. And when the line's moving a little bit, the crabs don't want to get over top of it. So I had one sinking line and 2 floating lines. The 2 floating lines were catching like 30 kilos or so a line, and the one that's sunk to the bottom, and the crabs actually has to crawl over the line to get to the pots. They were only getting like 1/3 of a bin, which is say 8 to 10 kilos.
Trialling gear and trialling new technologies that may work is really vital, because every fishing vessel operation is really quite unique, and so the work that we're doing is really quite an investigation. And we're looking for efficiencies that are about practicality and the safety of the whales, but also the safety of the fishermen on board.
There's actually a better way to deal with the floating rope, actually adding a little bit of sinking rope in between your dillies, which won't really affect the crabs that's coming towards the dillies.
It just brings the policymakers and the fishers together in a very productive platform. And I've got to say, Ocean Watch has done an amazing job to get that across the line and to continue to bring that sort of to the fore.